their content course also. Like as here in this class, I did my guest lecturership, my lecturership, as well as I actually do guest lecturership in microbiology because my background is plant science and microbes. So like plant science and virus actually, rather to say. So when I do guest lecturership, what we do, we actually transform the traditional classroom to active learning classroom. And we give like ample opportunities of collaboration, communication, poster presentation, report, journal club writing, oral presentation, like this type of time management. So this type of this type of skills we actually packed with microbiology and teach them and ask them to practice. Okay, so in this way university actually can embed the soft skills in their course curriculum or in their academic courses. The next one is like research. There are several researchers researching on the importance and value of soft skills. You can have now very good papers in very good journals. And the last one, many universities has their designated career center where the students can go and attend the guided training or workshops on soft skills. So the soft skills definitely differ from context to context. Like it depends on at which career, at what stage of career you are now, what is your goal, like do you want to go, why you are taking these skills, soft skills rather than these soft skills. So it's actually varies from person to person and context to context. So I want to actually provide you a comprehensive list of soft skills in academia. So though there are like many more, but here I was trying to jot down a few, and so this is the list. Now, before going to today I'm actually going to discuss, like you can see, 5 individual soft skills, a brief discussion on 5 individual soft skills. But before, and I made bold them, like the first 5 I'm going to discuss today. But before discussion, doing the brief discussion on soft skills, as Dr. Alawad and Dr. Ghoshal said, the mindset is, okay. So mindset. So now I am actually going to show you the relationship between mindset and success. Okay, because like we definitely, when we are trying to build a good career, build good academic life, build good professional life, and to have a personal life also, good personal life also, we actually thinking about our cognitive ability. But we need to think about our mindset also. So let's start. Let's learn the mindset. So first of all, what is a mindset? Mindset is a person's way of thinking. Okay, it's a mentality, the established set of attitude and opinions. It is a belief that direct us the way we handle the situation. Okay, so that means based on our mindset, we actually take actions. And that's why we say that mindset make a differences in our life. So that's why here I'm saying mindset actually shapes our life, because on the basis of mindset, we are taking the action. Okay, so that's why we need to build right mindset for learning and for achievement and for success. That's why here I really like this picture. I used this before also, like a mindset, like an example of mindset. Like if we cannot direct the wind, then we have to adjust our own self. right? Because we cannot like direct the winds, but we can direct us. So here actually I'm going to present you a person, actually more like scientist's work. So Professor Carol Dweck from Stanford University, she has spent years of studying the human belief system and how this belief system works. And she coined two terms. One is called growth mindset and the other one is called fixed mindset. So what is fixed mindset? When a person believes that their basic abilities, intelligence, and talents are fixed, and when a person can, like a person believes that ability and intelligence can be developed through hard work, perseverance, effort, and learning. So this is the difference between these two mindsets. Okay. And here I took a screenshot of her book. So if you find this book, if you you can read this book because her study, her research, she actually has written about regarding her study in this book. And this is called Mindset. This book is referred to as Mindset. It's a very nice book. So let's check, okay, that I'm saying growth mindset and fixed mindset. From my from my from this picture, you can see something is locked, but something is growing, right? So lock and grow. So these two different mindset, how these two different mindsets is actually respond to different phenomena. Like fixed mindset people believe that intelligence is static, as Dr. Alawat said, right? But growth mindset people see that, believe that intelligence is changeable. As fixed mindset people see that intelligence is static. So when they face challenges, they avoid it. But the growth mindset people actually embrace the challenge. When they face obstacles, the fixed mindset people give up easily, right? They don't want to do anything more. But growth mindset people is actually persist in the face of setback. Okay, so they learn from the mistake. They face the challenge. So here are other parameters also like effort, criticism, success of others. So here I'm not going to talk about everything. I think this video will be available later. So here in this slide, I'm giving the data like the from her research. So if you guys want to come back later, you can come back later and learn about other three parameters. Now, I'm going to show you like how these two different mindsets actually impact our learning and achievement. So the first parameter, and not only Professor Dweck, but also many other scientists are actually now working on growth mindset, fixed mindset, and how they are working or they have impact on the learning and achievement and success, even on mental health. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So how a growth mindset student see their learning goal. They actually motivated and engaged in learning. But a growth mindset, fixed mindset student, they are actually rejecting the learning opportunity. They just want to look smart in the school. Okay. Another researcher who is actually working on mental health, this group actually shows like growth mindset students actually cultivate mental well-being, less likely to experience the anxiety, depression, and perfectionism because they don't believe in the perfection. They believe in the process, okay? The learning process. If they are perfect, they are perfect. If they are not, don't care. They are believing their process, learning process, their effort. Okay, but researchers showed that 58% teenagers with fixed mindset, they are actually have more likely to have symptoms of anxiety, depression, and even aggression to their peers. And the last one is actually not the, it's last for my talk, but there are several studies. You can, if you are interested in growth and fixed mindset and how it works in your learning and your achievement, you can go to the, you can Google it. So this is the last parameter for my talk, for today's talk. There are lots of other parameters. So my last parameter here for today's talk is like the reaction to setback, reaction to failure. So when a growth mindset student see the failure as feedback, they learn from mistake. They actually do their study. If they fail, if they didn't like pass the exam, they think, okay, so probably next time I need to do some extra stuff, like I need to probably study differently. Probably in my process there is a problem, there is an error, so probably I should learn in this way rather than what I have done before. So they just change their strategy. Okay, so there are, again, there are so many research, and I have, when I was getting my teacher's training, I actually have learned, I was very fortunate to learn those research. So on study habit, like how students can change their study habit and ultimately how they can actually achieve their goal. So, but today it's beyond my scope. I'm sorry, but I am just giving you the overall picture. So with the fixed mindset student, they actually uh, don't want to study more. They just, next time in future, they consider cheating. They are find someone who are like kind of worse than them so that they can look smart. And ultimately they run from difficulty. So these are all the impacts on our learning and achievement. Let's see what our brain is actually doing. Now I'm shifting my gear a little bit. Now I'm going to show you our brain, like our real brain's activity, what is the relationship between our real brain activity and growth mindset. So here I am showing you like two brain picture. Okay. So Moser et al. In 2011, they actually measured, this group measured the brain activity when these two different sets of mindset students, the students with these two different mindsets actually confront an error. They actually measure the electric activity from our brain. So on the left, you can see this is a brain of a fixed mindset student. And you can see there is no activities going on. Okay, when they confront an error, there is no activities going on. They are actually running from the error. They are not engaged even. But on the right, you can see a brain of growth mindset student. You can see the brain is actually on fire, right? They are deeply engaged in the uh, error, not in the error, like trying to find out what I did, what mistake I did actually, right? They are more cautious to find out their error. So they are deeply engaged to find out their error, to learn from there. So here you can see that their brain is actually on fire. So, okay. So to summarize, now we kind of learn like our relationship between brain and growth mindset. So to summarize, here I'm actually saying you as the story of our plastic brain. So we can say this is our brain is plastic, right? It's moldable, it's changeable. So from the growth mindset point of view, we say practice, practice, and practice some more. right? How Dr. Majumdar said, like practice makes a man perfect. Meaning, like how do you practice more, you will become better at it, right? So growth mindset said that. On the other hand, not on the other hand, actually in the same line, what happens, what actually our brain is doing. Our brain can grow, our brain can change, our brain can make new neural connections when they face some challenges, and then when they are trying to practice it more, practice it rigorously. Okay, so that means here we can see there is a simple relationship between growth mindset and brain. So both of them, when they are facing challenges, they want to do the hard work. They are doing practice, practice, and practice. And after all, like at the end of the day, our brain become smarter and stronger. So there is a relationship between growth mindset and brain, because from our childhood days, our parents, our teachers continuously said to us, oh, practice, do practice, practice, practice. But now we know like why actually we need to practice, because we can change our brain, we can be smarter and stronger. Okay. So after having all this knowledge, what should you do? How you can build your growth mindset. You have to become a lifelong learner, seek out new challenges. Here I'm trying to actually jot down like at least nine strategies. Uh, I am not going to talk about this 9. You can come back and definitely try these strategies. So here, definitely ask for feedback and learn from it. As Dr. Majumdar said, ask for feedback and learn from it, okay? Don't run away. Huh? Okay, so my last thing on growth mindset is like the teacher's role to foster students' growth mindset. A teacher can talk about neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? As I have just said, you should talk about about our plastic brain. So neuroplasticity means the brain can change. The brain can change. Brain is changeable. Brain is moldable, right? At the response to our action. So they can talk about neuroplasticity. They can praise the effort, means the process, instead of praising the student's the talent or intelligence. And also they can use some encouraging language to motivate their students. And definitely they must be approachable. They have to ask their students that if you have some problem, please come to me. Okay, so here I'm not going to talk about this, but you can see some example, like an example from her book, from Dr. Doek's book, and there are more examples available. So here you can phrase your um, praise to foster the growth mindset in your student's brain. Okay, now I am actually at the last part of my talk. Here I'm going to give you a snapshot of 5 individual soft skills which are required in academia. It's actually not in academia, it's in in every field, as Ms. Roy said at the very beginning. So here I'm going to discuss these 5 soft skills. Briefly discuss on these 5 soft skills. So let's first start with the communication. So communication is the human connection, right? It's important to, in your professional life, as well as your individual life, right? You need to communicate with others. This is the basic ground. If you want to set some basic relationship, you need to communicate, okay? So what are the communication skills. They are the abilities you use when giving and receiving different kinds of information. And what are the importance, as I have said, like effective communication is essential to understand others and to be understood others, right? So you need to understand others and you need to be understood by others. So without communication, it's not happen, right? And definitely, if you have a good communication skills, as I have said in my second scenario, like you can get hired, you can get promoted, and you can reach your successful career goal. So there are mainly, broadly, three types of communication. One is written, the second one is verbal, and the third one is non-verbal. Again, in 1 hour, I cannot show you all the subtypes of these three types. So here I have chosen 3 or 4 from each type. So for written communication skills, what are the importance? I have chosen 3 subtypes and I'm going to show what are the importance of these 3 written communication skills subtypes. The first one I have chosen like academic writing skills, right? So we all know about academic writing skills because we need it. We need it actually from writing a lab book to writing a paper. So there's a huge range of academic writing skills. And why you need to write, first of all, that when you are actually writing, you are sharpening your thinking process. So that's the basic importance of writing. And definitely when you are writing, uh, like writing a paper, writing a project, writing a grant, all of them has their individual importance. So as Dr. Majumdar said, that writing a paper to communicate your research work to the uh, scientific community. The second one is you need to be good at academic job application material writing. As I have said, when I was showing you my career planning path, you have seen that at the fourth step, at the job hunting step, you need to have this good academic skill, good academic job application writing skills, because this is your first impression to your prospective supervisor. So you need to write a clear message about you to your prospective supervisor. You need to write what are your qualities, what are your skills, what are your experience in a very structured and nice way. So this is a very important skills in writing. The last one is, here I have chosen my third one, email etiquette. Okay, so you need to know the good email etiquette. You need to have actually good email etiquette manner, because when in this century, definitely, we every day we probably write like lots of email, and this is your email. The way you are writing your email is actually can have the positive or negative impression on the receiver. So next, go to the verbal communication skills. The first one I have chosen, the presentation. So as Dr. Sharma said, already you have the live story, right? From like half an hour ago, that communication is actually how you communicate with your research, how you communicate your research with other people is actually coming from you throughout your presentation, right? So you need to have a good presentation skills. And presentation has another good thing, that is presentation is very interactive. So in this, if you are good at your presentation, you can have actually more feedback from your audience. And more feedback meaning you will be improving, you will be more good at it, right? So presentation, try to give more presentation, okay? Because you need to have more feedback from your audience. Next one is public speaking. So as I have already shared my own experience, like public speaking is a very good communication skills. Okay, so just don't afraid. Try to like check some library or some organization or some institution, so that, and you can request, you can volunteer actually, right? You can ask them, okay, I want to be a public speaker, do you have anything for me? I can do volunteering. Okay, so public speaking, we need to do it, because if we really want to motivate or inspire others about our work, we need to speak publicly, because scientific community is very small. If you just want to like be in your scientific community, it's hard to express yourself more. So you need to have public. And then the next skill is providing feedback. So when you are providing the feedback, it means like you are actually like giving or helping other people, that what area of the uh, of what area of this receiver is actually are good at it, or what area they should improve. So providing feedback is a very good communication skills, and you need to know how to provide a feedback. And the last one is networking. I think Dr. Alawat said a lot of it, like strategies, how to do it. So he actually made my job easier. So definitely you need to have networking skills, because you can get contacts through these skills. You can get advice. You can take some informed career decision, and obviously you can find some unadvertised job or internship through these skills. So my last one is like nonverbal communication skills. So here I have chosen the one of the most crucial one, which is active listening. So you must be an active listener. If you really want to be a good communicator, first and foremost job to be an active listener, because then only you can gain the full and accurate ideas of what your speaker is saying. So you need to be active listener. Then the second one is kind of facial expression. So from this, if you, this is like kind of like the facial expression is very good skill to have at interview, right? Because employee can see your face and judge from your face. So this is kind of the impression you can have on others. And the third one is eye contact. So if you do the eye contact, it means you are paying full attention to your speaker. Okay, so these all are non-verbal, okay, because we are not talking. We are just by our body language, by our posture, gesture, by listening, we are actually showing our like our receiver or other people that whether we are paying our full concentration or not. Okay. So what are the consequences of lacking communication skills? Like miscommunication can create conflict within a team if you are not good at communication skills. Poster or oral presentation might not get accepted. You can fail at interview. And another one kind of, which is a very important for us, like scientific paper or article might not get published. So those can be the consequences. So here, actually, I would love